What's up, guys? My name is Victor, and I would consider myself an awakening soul, an ascending spirit, a light worker. And I've been going through this transformation process for the past 8 years. And in this 8 years, I've discovered what I believe to be the two greatest challenges that any awakening spirit or light worker faces. And this video is going to tell you all about that, as well as ways to cope with them and overcome those challenges. And to remind you that you are capable of overcoming any obstacle that might currently be in your path.
What's going on, guys? My name is Victor, and I have this YouTube channel where I try to help share my experience with the spiritual awakening process, the Ascension process, my experience of being a light worker in the modern world. And as I started this channel, I started getting more and more comments. And one of the comments was a nice gentleman who asked if he could email me some of the experiences he was going through. So I said, of course. I gave him my email, and he emailed me. And what he had to say to me, I really believe, is something that so many other people who are waking up now are going through. So I wanted to kind of address his questions to me, but also as a video format for you guys, okay? So the themes I grasped from his email were I picked up two major themes. One of them is feeling alone in the process, because when you're waking up in the spiritual awakening process, you can't really, unfortunately, typically bounce your experiences off of the people who happen to be in your life. Usually your parents, your friends, your coworkers, they'll think you're fucking loopy as hell if you try to tell them, any one of the million experiences that you have along the awakening journey. It sounds crazy to most people. So therefore, you feel alone, and you feel like no one gets you, and you just feel like, why are you here? Why are you on this? Why are you going through this? This seems pointless. You're just suffering through these randomly intense and bizarre challenges that no one else seems to have any understanding of, and for what, And I know I learned in my own journey, I used to really I was so desperate to connect with somebody on this, because when I started waking up 7, 8 years ago, there wasn't even that many people online talking about this like there is now. So I really felt alone. And I would try to talk to my parents a little bit about it, because I was pretty young. I was in my early 20s when I woke up. Or I'd tell some friends, and even when I would water down what I was saying, just in some sort of desperate attempt that we might connect on this level, the looks I would get, the reactions I would get was like, okay, all right, just drop it, Vic. It's don't bother trying to talk to people who don't know what you're going through about what you're going through, because they will. It just worried them. I told my mom all about it one time, and she just got worried. She thought I was losing my mind. The second underlying theme was doubt, because when you're going through the awakening process, your perspective on your life, yourself, everything can change and sway so dramatically that one day you have immense, unspeakable amounts of clarity and spiritual connectedness and grace. And then the very next day you could feel completely pinched off from that higher state of consciousness and back trapped in your egoic state of consciousness. And then you combine that with the fact that no one else seems to know what the heck is going on with you, or everyone else would think you're crazy if you were to talk to them about it. You really start to question, what, am I fucking crazy? What is this bullshit? I feel so horrible now, and yeah, I had a good day yesterday, but now I feel this way. So am I losing it? You can't help but ask yourself, because we get so engulfed in the moment, whether it's good or bad, that it's easy to forget about all the miracles we've witnessed in our life. And when things are really going wrong, it has just a strong punch to it. It's again, it's very hard to free up any of your awareness to look and remember, oh yes, you know what, there was this one time I experienced this angel coming to me, or whatever it was. You quickly forget this when things start to go south for you, okay? So, and this is so normal, man. That's why I want to make this video. This is so normal to feel both alone and to question the process, because it's so dynamic, so unpredictable, and that's the point. In fact, I'm hesitant to say this, but in my own experience, though there is a semblance of like improvement and things getting better and things coming together, there's also, for me anyway, has been a heightened demand on myself where I've become pinched off severely at times, where it's like even recently, I've been going through this like 8 years. I've gone through like really chaotic inner turmoil, just where my life is just falling apart at speeds that I'm not used to. And it's only because you're given what you can handle at that time. And the more you go through, the more you can handle. And it's kind of like this, I don't like to look at like tests and trials, but it almost seems that way sometimes. It seems like everything is, we're getting enough nudges from our higher self to awaken to the degree that we can actually handle. And the more empowered we become, the more accelerated the process can become as well. Okay, but don't worry about that. Don't even think about that far down the line. I want to essentially let you guys know that if you're feeling what I talked about, that's normal. Expect it. And you know what? I hate to say it, but suck it up, because you can handle it. If you didn't have this shit happening to you, you would not be able to handle it. There's a reason why other people are not going through this in this moment. It's because they're not ready yet. You are ready. Okay? And just know that. Just know that because you're doing it. There's no other way to put it. The spiritual awakening process is incredibly difficult, challenging, scary, and all those things times 1,000, okay? Some of the things I've gone through, in the moments of me going through them, I would say this is not fucking worth it. This is bullshit. Why would I have signed up for this horseshit? This is too much. And then every single time, with enough time allowed to pass, I would see the value in my experience. And now more so than ever, am I personally seeing the value, because now I feel empowered enough to share my experiences. Because there was many years ago, I knew I wanted to be like on YouTube talking about this stuff. But every time I would try, I just felt like I didn't really know what to say. And it's because I haven't gone through enough of the journey to where I would be much of an asset to anybody. But I've gone through a lot now, and that's why I'm here talking to you guys, because you're going to be doing the same thing. If you're newly waking up and you're going through this things that I was just talking about, that means that there's a very big purpose for you, and you're going to, at some point, in some way, in your own unique way, be of service to other people. Because if you haven't noticed, that people are going through this process at different rates. Okay, you have like Eckhart Tolle and Adeshanti, these straight up enlightened spiritual masters who are a full expression of the divine right now. And then there's people like me who are like on the edge as well. Like I'm going there. I'm not there yet. I'm nowhere near like an Eckhart Tolle, but I've been going through this a long time, and I certainly have a lot of wisdom to share with people who are just starting to wake up. Because I remember what that was like. And then these people who are waking up, they're going to help the masses who aren't aware of what they're going through yet. And it's, you know what? It's everyone has their place. Everyone has their role. All you have to do is just sit back and trust. I know that's difficult. In times it's easy to trust, but there's other times where it seems damn near impossible to trust based on the data you're getting just by observing your life. But regardless, you're going to keep on your path, because there's no way to deviate from it. Trust me, I've tried. There's been a million times that said, fuck this. I'm done. Fuck you. I can't tell you how many times I've swore at my guides and like my people around me. Fuck you. Get the fuck away. I'm done. This is bullshit. You're sitting up there in heaven, and I'm here in the fucking trenches, suffering, and you sit there and give me these like nudges to go do something wild. Well, fuck you. You know what? It's okay, man. But you know what? I'm still here. I kept trudging along because I don't know anything else. My desire for true enlightenment is stronger than my desire to avoid pain. And so is yours.